3 a.m. You go into a gas station. What are you getting?
What am I getting? Easy. Mango, Arizona.
Just that?
Maybe like the big Rice Krispie.
Are they still $1 though?
They're like 129 or something.
Yeah, they're like 129 now.
Yeah, just
They
is coming
tax
soon.
it. They
bro.
even like switched the graphic on the can.
Just is definitely coming soon. Hey, we're friends, right? Welcome to episode 5. I'm Daniel. I'm here with Josh.
What's up?
How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing pretty good.
And,
Hold on. I just saw Daniel do the whole thing. He put like a little face on it. And it looked right at the camera.
You gotta get into character, bro.
We're gonna put on the screen the FaceTime screenshot.
Hey, for real?
Yeah, that's
All
funny.
right. And we have Cello here as a guest today.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, why you wearing the neck pillow?
Don't worry about me, bro.
He broke his neck.
No, so I'm actually traveling today, so just getting ready for my flight later today.
You travel?
Where you going?
Be hitting up Dallas with the boys.
You're going to Dallas? For what?
Bachelor week.
Shoot.
Yeah, married.
Fun fact. So when this airs, it'll be March 15th.
About.
Which will be exactly a month from your wedding. How you feeling, man?
I'm ready, bro. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I was telling you guys how like we have some pretty cool things. Like there's gonna be ice cream and stuff.
I just know you went super hard on the food, and I appreciate that. I do.
It makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of
sense. There might be brisket.
Because I remember when they were talking at the beginning, there's going to be brisket this weekend.
From Buc-ee's?
Cello and Shayla were like, we're going to have a small wedding.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think there were like 50 people max. I was like,
that was the idea.
That's what everybody's idea is. But then you start making the list and you're like, I can't live out this person or this person.
It was more like our parents were like, wait, what about this person? Not even us.
Usually they're the ones that.
Because I'm sure you guys would have had a 50-person wedding, but once your parents got involved,
I don't even know 50 people. No, I was kidding.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
Nah, we're happy for you, man, honestly.
Yeah, but it's going to be fun.
Nah, we're not that happy.
We got a DJ.
Josh said he's not that happy.
Nah, I'm joking.
It's going to be fun.
We could have had a wedding interview right now, but someone didn't want to be in the
I'm
podcast.
saying. You could have been here. Shay's off screen.
Real one, sorry. It's going to be fun because we're making a weekend out of it.
Out of the wedding? He was like, let's make a weekend out of it. I was like, what more? There's a wedding.
And now we get there Thursday.
They just want to chill, bro.
I'm just trying to chill with my friends.
I'm trying to go to church on Sunday, but y'all not letting me.
Why you gotta say that? Like that's true. It's not true.
All right, never mind.
But yeah, so we're excited. We are going to Dallas tonight. It's funny. The airplane leaves at 10 p.m.
Yeah,
it's a late flight. So it's called a red eye flight. We didn't know what that was, and we looked.
Red eye?
Yeah, like there was on the ticket. There's like an emergency sign, and it says red eye. And I thought it was like.
He started freaking out.
Yeah,
I was like, what is this?
Because it looks like it's like a warning or something, but it's not. It just means like people tend to be asleep or like tired. Their eyes are red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it.
But it was like a warning sign, and I was like, is there like a tornado that day or something?
He said, Danny,
because last time you went to Texas, wasn't there like a snowstorm?
Yeah.
Josh, you did get caught in a snowstorm.
Yeah. What was it, like 2-3 years ago when was it? It was like all of Texas got hit with that snowstorm because I think I was in Houston.
Was it 2019?
No, it was 2020.
2020?
Yeah. Was it? Yeah.
You told us you were there.
No, yeah, it was. Honestly, I don't
It's
know.
crazy though how Texans were not used to cold and some people died from the snowstorm.
No, it was 2021. Okay, I remember.
2021?
Yeah, so like the whole state, because usually like if it snows in Texas, it'll snow up north in Texas, like Dallas, Frisco area. But we were like in Houston, which is like close to the Gulf.
Yep.
And it's like super hot there. But I think it was February or March, and they got hit with like a bad snowstorm. And like Texas, since they don't get hit with that, they don't know like anything.
Well, Georgia's not ready for it.
But we're like, we're like a little bit more prepared because at least here we know to like throw salt on the road.
Not even, bro. No,
no,
that's
but like
not
you
true.
know, no, because like the government will throw salt on the road, make sure it doesn't.
Nah, they do that.
It doesn't get bad. Yeah, but in Texas they weren't doing that. They were throwing sand.
Do you guys remember?
They're throwing sand.
Yeah, it was making it worse.
Sand?
Yeah, it was making it worse.
No
and then
way.
the hotel got hit with no power. So, like, the church we were at had to, like, figure stuff out because we were supposed to fly out that day. But, like, everything got shut down. All, like, the airports got shut down. And then they, like, put us in like a member's house, and then some other stuff, and it was like bad. And my phone was like almost about to die.
Can you imagine Josh with no phone, no Wi-Fi?
No, I think I remember in the group chat you texted. It was like, man, I haven't even ate today. And stuff.
Because Cello was like, oh, he was like, yo, you okay?
Cello got super worried.
Yeah, because it was like I told him I was like, I haven't eaten. I was like, my phone was about to die. Like, there's no power in the hotel.
Cello's about
and then
his car.
and then I didn't use my phone for like a good amount of hours. And Cello texted later. He's like, yo, are you okay? You still alive?
I'm trying to save my battery.
Do you guys remember when it was the snow apocalypse here in Atlanta?
Yeah, I remember that clearly because I was at your house with Sebastian.
Whoa, what year was that?
14?
I was a senior in high school, 2015.
Oh, 15?
2015?
I think.
Oh,
It might have been 2014,
Yeah,
2015.
I remember. Yeah, you
Remember we stayed at your house? Sebastian and I were at his house. We were
really?
there for like 4 days.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
We were trying to sled in the back because his yard used to have like this little mountain. Yeah, it kind of worked. It kind of didn't. It was half snow, half dirt.
I remember one time, I think it was 2018, it like snowed in the middle of the day. And then like trying to get out of school. They let us out of school like 2 hours early. But like trying to get out was like the hardest thing. And I was leaving the parking lot. No, I was going to my car and it was like full of snow. And then I get there and like a friend of mine has this like windshield cleaner thing, and she's like scraping off her car, and then she does mine, and then like as she's doing it, I open my window on accident, all the snow just falls in, and then we were trying to leave the parking lot, and as we were leaving the parking lot, there was this one car that was being annoying and like wanting to leave really badly, and as we're driving off, we see it in the ditch, and I'm like,
no way.
Stop cutting people off, maybe, and drive normal during
I think
the
the
snow.
South in general just freaks out whenever there's any snow. Because you see, like, the videos and the picture of, like, when it snows up in the north, and it's, like, 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet, and they're still going to church, going to school or whatever. And down here, if it's just a warning, everything just shuts out.
Then no bread, no toilet paper, no
no
milk.
toilet paper.
Well, I mean, they're used to it. It's like when the north has heat waves, like, they freak out.
They're not
Like,
used
they
to
don't know what to do. Like, they're dying.
Dang.
it. We love some heat down here, though.
Yeah, and then down here, it's just hot. Like,
Yeah, definitely. We got any announcements
we do.
on today's podcast?
Our merch store. I think it's
www.
We are monteofficial.com
/shop.
Get
Or if
with it.
not, hit up Instagram, click the link in our bio.
Yeah.
Hey, please buy. Please.
Yes.
Please,
Listen,
guys. We're hungry, so please, please buy some.
no, we have we're working on new stuff, new music. Yeah. We got a couple demos out, but this stuff's expensive. And
It is.
well, rather than just asking to you guys to, I guess, donate or something, just like support, you know, we get a little bit of, you know, cash and you guys get some cool t-shirts and maybe
Great
a
quality.
hoodie. Yeah. They are really good quality. It's like I don't want to say streetwear, but it's like really good quality.
What's the brand or the LA Apparel?
I think the garments are Los Angeles Apparel, so they feel kind of nice.
Yeah, they're very comfortable.
So far, usually like when we're at a church or here, they're like kind of hesitant at first, and then we're like, "Go feel the quality, like try it," and then that's usually
I had
what
to do
sells them
that
on it.
because at the youth conference when we first started selling our merch, they were very hesitant. But I was like, "Hey, look, go touch it, go feel it," and they were like, "Oh, okay." And then they were like, "Okay, I'll take some." I'll buy some.
Like even this Saturday at Cancion when we were there,
That was cool.
I think Jordan too. He was like, because I mean, we'll be real, the price of the hoodie is a little steep.
Yeah.
But it is like super good material. And then I told him, I was like, just try it on, because we had one like for show, and I was like, try it on, and then he liked it because it's nice and heavy, and it'll keep you cold in the winter. Not this winter because we're kind of done with that, but next winter.
I think we're in fake spring right now. I think it's gonna get cold again, but we'll see.
I don't know. Pollen's out.
Oh yes, today my car was yellow. The whole thing was yellow, man.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It was.
You think that's what affected you? You allergic to
Are you
pollen?
allergic to pollen?
No. I lost my voice, I think, because, like, I screamed.
Like,
I'm not sick or anything.
Like, you
Like at the
scream-
game?
That's why I
like,
asked
no,
them.
like, I think at the game.
It could have been because those games usually,
Wait, so, okay, what was that? I saw you were like in a box.
Yeah, we had box tickets.
Nice.
So a friend of mine's named David. Shout out David Hendricks. Love you, man. Yeah, he just texted like a whole group. He's like, guys, a friend from my college just texted me. He has 22 seats to a box in Atlanta United. Like, who's down? I was like, me and Shayla are going.
Oh, you couldn't be like, oh, me and Shayla and my boys. Nah, just kidding.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
when I
cool.
saw your
It's cool.
story, I'm like, oh, he got tickets.
Like, it was legit. Like, we walked through. Like, we were in the floor level.
Did you get to see like the restaurants on the bottom and everything?
The restaurants?
So there's like restaurants and lounges in the bottom.
Yeah,
It's really cool, right?
Oh yeah. At the
Oh,
floor
so
level.
it
That's where the
wasn't-
players walk through.
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't like owners' boxes up top and stuff. It was like
No, those
near
are the
field.
suites.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool,
those are
nice.
it was like we walked past their like locker room.
Yeah.
And we saw some of the players. It's like right where the tunnel is where they enter the
Did
stadium.
you take a picture?
Oh yeah,
with
you
the
took a
players?
picture with the player, right? Yeah.
Well, that was at the end of the game because they always like the guy who scored,
What's his name?
Mateos Risotto. Is that his name? It's like that.
You have the picture?
Yeah, I do. It's gonna be right here.
It's gonna be right here, guys.
But no, like, because since he scored, and obviously, like, they tied, so, like, they're not, like, super happy and stuff. They're kind of
Hey, we tied.
they're like, hey, we'll get them next time. But but they go in, and they have, like, they hit their hammer with the...
The nail?
Yeah, the nail. So that was, like, right next to where we were at. So, like, the supporter section...
I know exactly where you
the
were.
supporter section is, like, behind us. And literally, once they score, like, everyone's, like, throwing beer and stuff like that. It was kind of fun. It was funny.
That's cool, man.
Mexican games,
That's awesome.
bro. You always get hit with a can.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, yeah, we had the box, and there was even food in the box and stuff. It was
Yeah, they usually have like catering or something like that. Right?
well, you have to pay for that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like I thought it was like all included. And I
Started
texted
grabbing
David,
some.
I texted David. I was like, David, is there food like at the box? He's like, no, bro, there isn't. But like his father-in-law came in and he has like season tickets, and he came just to our box and he like ordered food for us and left.
He said, get some wings.
He's screaming,
Get some wings.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's cool, man.
That's cool. Wait,
That was like the closest I've ever been. Like,
Yeah.
Shayla and I were looking at each other like, what the heck?
how much is a box like that?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Because I
bro.
know sweets are a good bit, but
Yeah.
like, at
I
least
think
that's
it
not
might be
a
the.
sweet.
I might be wrong, but I think the sweets is where you do get food.
Yeah. The sweets are where like
Yeah.
you get food. And
Okay.
Stuff.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
get
at
one.
least I know at like football games.
Let's get one for the Super Bowl next year.
We don't got Super Bowl. If you buy enough,
If you buy
merch,
merch,
no, dude,
we'll
Super
get
Bowl sweets are like
Yeah.
a couple.
Let's go to game, bro.
I've never been to a football game. I've been to a baseball game. I've been
Never
to
been
a
to Atlanta United game.
basketball
You
game.
haven't? We should
No,
go.
I've been to. I think the only time I saw Atlanta United play was at one of the finals where I think it was like Atlanta won the MLS, so they played
Oh, versus my
Yeah.
team, America.
so they played America.
You saw that game?
Yeah,
You were
I
there?
went there, but other than that, I've never been to like a season game.
You went to
I
that
did.
game?
I did once. Not at Mercedes Benz, but when they were at Georgia Tech.
Bobby Dodd.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Bro, it was better at Bobby Dodd, man.
The ambience was like.
Bro,
It
it
was
was just
different.
because
so
it was
cool.
like brand new.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you're so close to the stadium. Even if you had like, midsection
true.
seats,
Oh,
you
yeah,
felt
yeah.
close.
We did go to the MLS All-Star game versus Juventus
I remember
years
that.
back,
Yeah.
but we were
It
like.
was like right
up
when
there.
Ronaldo switched to Juventus.
Yeah,
right?
and we were hoping to see him play,
Yeah, he
but
wasn't there.
man was on vacation, bro.
They don't do those.
Nah.
The preseason games.
They don't do those. If it's like just a transfer, they don't do those.
I
It
went
was
to the
like-
first ever Atlanta United game.
Oh, you
Like the
did
first one.
It was cool.
Ah, that's
I,
fun,
I,
man.
I think they tied it too.
You know them.
I'm like,
I'm over this time.
I'm down to go to one, but I think I don't know, just the hassle of like having to go like all the way downtown and.
Marta, bro.
You just gotta get on
Yeah,
Marta, which is
but
what
like,
we're doing
other
tonight,
than
and we're
that-
even going further south.
Nah, we're not going to Marta. Shayla said she.
Are you
dropped
taking
off
us?
right here. If one of us
I'll
drives,
drive down there. I'll drive down there, and you can. I mean, obviously, you'll drive back.
Bro, it's so fun. We should go. I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm
should
down.
go-
I'm down.
I want to
go
go to a baseball game.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Baseball is fun too.
Like my family
I've been
has
to
like
one.
the season stuff, but like I think Eli's always the one going, and he usually takes.
Hey,
someone
bro,
else.
just go.
I don't know, but he usually either goes with Modelvio or he'll like go with Jonathan or.
Really?
I think you've gone a couple times, right?
I went a couple times.
Yeah.
with him.
to baseball or Atlanta?
No, I want to go to a baseball game.
Those
and,
are fun.
and,
too.
and the tickets are
I
cheap.
just want a hot dog.
Well, we went to the what's it called?
They are cheap.
The place,
The Battery.
the Battery, and it's nice to hang out there.
Yeah, but
And
I want like
good
an
good
MLB
food.
hot dog.
That's
We
fun.
should do it. And when I went to the basketball games, I watched the Hawks play, and I got like it was free tickets. It was the
nosebleeds?
nosebleeders.
Yeah.
So, bro, you're looking at
Oh,
the
really?
game like this. Yeah, it's crazy.
I had floor seats one time for a
Alright,
Hawks game
alright,
too.
For floor.
Floor,
How'd you
yeah.
get those?
No, so my youth leader growing up, like he works in insurance, and he invited me to go with him because like his boss just gave him some
Like
tickets.
courtside and everything.
Yes.
Hey, those are expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big
Yeah.
time.
And did you know, like, even if, like, say you're a billionaire who paid for courtside tickets, if a celebrity, it doesn't even matter if they're, like, super
Just a
A-list, but a celebrity wants courtside tickets and, like, they're full, they'll ask you, like, yo, give up your seat for the celebrity.
What?
Even if you're, like, a billionaire.
For the cloud, bro.
Yeah.
Just for the team
I guess so. Yeah.
Like even if you paid for it, they'll like you could say no, but they'll be very persistent. They'll be like, "Yo, the celebrity wants to come."
That's crazy.
Lie.
You know who I love seeing on the side floor tickets on videos is Kevin Hart, because he's always doing the funniest things.
Yeah.
Like he'll snatch the ball and like try to shoot it or something. And Kevin Hart's hilarious. So yeah, it's funny to watch him do that stuff.
You remember the video of Jack Harlow? He was like messing with the camera settings of the camera, man.
No.
No, you remember
No.
that? Well, there was I think it wasn't when Jack Harlow was like popping. It was like in his come up, like he had the one viral song, and then around that time, he had courtside, and then there was a cameraman there or a camera lady, and he was like he took like an Instagram story of him like messing with her settings, and then like some people were getting mad, but I mean he was having fun. But I think he like switched the settings back. But it was like pretty funny.
Yeah, I think I've
he
seen
was
that.
just like moving the settings.
He said, I'm a
And then
cameraman.
There's another video. Jack Harlow is funny. There's another video where like the announcer was like, "Oh, we have a celebrity guest like Jack Harlow," and then the refs are like, "Yo, do you know who Jack Harlow is?" Because they
That's
were
funny.
mic'd up or something.
That's funny.
Alright.
But back to the merch. If you guys, help us by buying merch, we'd appreciate that, because every time we start paying for stuff like studio time or whatever, we're always like, why did we get ourselves into this profession? But yeah, we do have more stuff coming out. Like Josh said, we have a couple demos we're working on. We're definitely excited for that.
Something that came out, I guess in our time it came out last Friday, but when this drops it'd be like 2 weeks, but you could still go show support. We did a lyric video for one of the songs on the EP.
Tu amor.
Tu amor.
Yeah.
We basically just did like a vlog or,
Yeah.
behind the
Vlog
scenes
lyric video.
lyric video of our time there, because we were having a lot of fun, and we had a good friend of ours go help and record all this
Ruben.
stuff.
Just capture.
Ruben Figueroa.
Shout out.
Shout out, Ruben. So yeah, go support it. Go look at it. And if you're enjoying our videos, share them with a friend, share them with somebody. We're definitely just getting started, so we're having fun.
It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah. Let's talk about, I guess, that specific song for a bit.
Tu amor.
Just like, yeah, Tu Amor. Just like recording it. I mean, we talked about it a little bit in the first episode, but that was the one song where like we did go into the studio where it's like, we had lyrics and a progression, but it was like, we sat down at the studio and it was Monday and we were doing all the other songs. And then we were like, well, tomorrow we kind of have to write this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
Because Wednesday was going to be like overdubbing.
Yeah.
And then Thursday was just going to be straight lyrics.
Yeah.
Voice, so.
So I guess,
vocals?
Vocals. What did I say?
Lyrics?
Lyrics, but sung out.
vocal day, dude.
Vocal
like
day.
now, honestly, shout out like Oswald because it was 10 hours of vocals.
It was.
Like it was, and I mean, Cello did his fair share.
Yeah.
Cello sings
Yeah.
Tu Amor.
Tu amor.
Yeah.
Yeah. How familiar?
Yeah. I guess Daniel, you like, I don't know, give us your insight on that one because the only ones who went in knowing kind of what we wanted to do was me and Cello.
Well, yeah, it completely changed for me because I remember that song was recorded on a cajon.
Yeah.
Which we took the cajon to the studio, remember, for like
Because we were going to do something with
because we were going to record Tu Amor all over again. But when you guys were talking about doing a full
Drum band?
drum band thing, I got excited because I was like, okay, so now I get to use a full kit. But in my head, I think the most, biggest thought I was going through was like, okay, how can I play something very solid, but that can, work for the song, not overdo it, not underdo it. So I brought my inner Need to Breathe fan out, and then I just, sort of just felt what I was playing. So I think the first take we did, I think it was bad because it was just not bad, but it was just like all over the place,
Yeah, it was all over the place. Because I think
We didn't structure it just yet.
Yeah, I think I get the way we went about it was while we were doing something, I was charting out the song for everybody else, so everybody else knew exactly what we were playing, and then the order I kind of just like quickly made up an arrangement like order in my head. Because I think me and Cello did one, but it felt a little long, so I changed it up a bit. And then I just handed everybody this piece of paper, which I actually still have.
You still have a picture? I have a picture.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah, and we just kind of like sat down and played it.
Yeah.
Or like just like whatever came out, came out. And then, the first two were a couple like, good
but
ones.
as soon as we got like the feel of it, it was like, okay, we're working with something.
Yeah. And then that one, we just like, we played it, we talked about it, and then everybody would change up stuff. Like there was a couple stuff where I told you to do something else, and then there was some stuff where like Anthony told me to do something else.
Yeah.
And then,
I was in the booth, and then Ian would like throw out some ideas too.
Yeah. Ian was a great help for that. But I didn't even use sticks. Fun fact, I didn't use sticks to play. I used the big blue brushes.
You bought those, right?
No, he let me borrow those.
No.
But I bought some for myself when we played it at our live concert.
That's cool.
And we even changed the snare. We had a towel on top of it. So I think it gave it exactly the sound that it needed. Yeah. And
it's like country folkish, right?
Yeah. It's like a ballad.
It's
sort of. But I definitely,
I was talking to Scott because he helped out making the video for Tomor.
Yeah.
And he said that he listened to it like all week, and he showed his brother, and his brother was like, "This sounds like a country song."
That's why we made fun of like the first EP being what kind of, like when you said what kind of music is it? It's like, well, it starts out with rock, then we go to worship, and then we got to like this country ballad song, country tune. But it was fun. Yeah, I think it was fun. I think it was a good also way to show how in sync and the chemistry we have when we play music, together music with music, because we've been doing it for years now.
Yeah.
So I think that's what made it very easy too, that we know each other kind of pretty well. So that helped a lot.
I think
friends first.
Bandmates.
I think one thing we were kind of worried about because of it, I think the Amor was that it was a little too different from the other ones. Even with Edis too, because we kind of wanted the EP to sound very like the same, but like it just ended up going everywhere. And I think we were kind of worried about that first, but I think it kind of worked out in the end because it kind of showed how like not super diverse, but like how diverse we can be in our playing.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's just a testament to like how we grew up playing. Just growing up playing at church, every band out there writes different styles of music, and we basically just cover all that every weekend. And so we can go from like Hispanic, Pentecostal gospel, which is very different from African American gospel, to basic classic rock that like Christian contemporary is trying to mimic now. So I don't know, it was pretty cool to see that like, we could do that even with our own stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, it presents the idea of like, or the complication of trying to find our sound.
Yeah,
because it's like we play a lot of things.
Like we've taken, because like even with the new songs that we're writing, we've taken that's like a lot of our foundation, but then we add like these pop elements that like I love.
Yeah,
I have so much appreciation for pop music. Because at school, I remember that I had a teacher named Scott. He would say that he would be like, pop music is like difficult to do, and you hear it all around everywhere. It's like so easy, it's so basic. It's like, all right, you try it then. And like, no, you can't.
It's very formulated.
Yeah,
that's why it is pop. All pop music, like throughout the decades, because pop music is more of like an arrangement rather than a genre. Because every pop music sounds different depending on the decade you're in, and it's very formulaic. Like it's people study why this arrangement or like why going from a verse straight into a chorus works. So like pop music is very cool because it's like it's very scientific in the way they write it. And then like because there's this one song that they always use at school. It was just showing that like with a dominant 7 playing the whole time, you get a whole pop song. The song is just literally one chord.
It's the Jessie J song
with Ariana Grande.
Yeah, what's it called?
And Nicki Minaj, Bang.
Yeah.
It's
just a 7th chord the whole time.
The whole time.
It's I think it's like a C dominant 7 the whole time. Yeah. Pop music is cool. But yeah, even like in what we listen to, we're all very diverse. Because
Yeah.
cello does not, but like me and cello have very like when we sit down and we listen to something, we'll put on something completely different. Like cello's very like poppy, and then I was very against pop before I understood what went into making it. And then even then, like Jose's very
John Mayer.
John Mayer, but Jose likes to follow the trend a lot. So like whatever's trending, Jose wants to listen to.
Oh, sorry. Quick comment. So it's only 3 of us today because Jose was supposed to be here.
Yeah,
but he
thanks,
couldn't make
Jose.
it. He couldn't make it.
He
Miscommunication.
has to like
there.
work or something.
He has to go. This man is gonna go to work till 7:15 and then go to the airport.
For a flight that
For a
leaves like
flight.
right after.
Boarding is at 9, so good
We
luck.
hope he
Good luck,
makes
Jose.
Yeah, we hope you.
We'll let you guys know next one if he made it or not. But yeah,
But
everybody's very
yeah,
diverse
everybody's
what we listen to.
yeah. Even then, like I think Daniel, out of everybody, is the one that likes to listen to like not just rock, but like closer to like the metal stuff.
Like Skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love Skillet.
Which I'm an appreciative of that music. Like I understand how hard it is. Like blast beats, like double pedal or like just metal guitars. But it's not like it's not pleasing to my ears, right? But I mean I respect it. There's some that I kind of like, but even stuff like that, like I just never really enjoyed. So like when I think or when I wanted to write music, I wanted to write like funk music because that's what I love. I love like very rhythmic, very like complicated like funk music. Like when I sit down and I listen to something, like because music's a job, and my job as a music director is to like sit down, analyze a song, and think about whether this would work or not. Like when I listen to music, it's hard to turn off that part of my brain. It's like I sit down and I listen to something and I'm thinking like, oh, like this chord, or this rhythm versus this rhythm and stuff like that. And even like producing, I'm like, why did they use that sound? Why did they do that? So when I listen to like funk or like jazz and stuff, I sit down and I don't analyze it because I know like it's gonna be very hard for me to sit down and like learn it.
Right.
So that's why I enjoy it. But
cool.
Yeah, and then I think Oswald's like a mixture of like me and cello.
I generally don't know what he
funky
listens
pop.
to.
He also likes pop stuff too.
Yeah, but like pop stuff that's like cool,
trendy.
Okay, I got you.
Because now it's like cool to add in like 2-5-1s and dominance into pop music. Well, that's kind of what he likes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think for me it's very like I could be listening to like Skillet today, and tomorrow I'll be listening to Need to Breathe.
Yeah,
and then the day after I'll be listening to Corey Wong.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then after that I gave up. Just like I don't know. I think it just depends on what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I've been listening a lot to like this pop, like hip hop stuff.
You like that? The trap beat?
You like the trap?
No, not really trap beat. It's just like poppy hip hop.
Okay.
It's by a group called Double Camp.
Did you guys get a chance to listen more thoroughly to OM53?
I did, yeah.
I did. It was very 80s.
Yeah. I started listening to them last year when I would drive up in the summer to go play volleyball, and the first song that came up on like my Spotify back in my Spotify days was Defender, and that kicked them off a lot. Yeah. And then I started listening to all of their music, and I like their music. It's nice. It's really nice.
What day was it? I think it was Monday. I was researching them, and Defender was like what made them blow up. Not blown up because they're not that big yet, but I really think they honestly they might get there.
They're nice. But
because apparently they got a lot of traction in like Guatemala. Like there's this Guatemala radio, and they don't.
What is it about Guate, bro?
Yeah, they don't make Spanish music. Like it's English.
So they have one song that they translated,
but they like they got viral and they were all over like radio stations in Guatemala. So like they have a huge fan base in like Latin America.
That's cool.
Yeah. They're nice though.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. It's like very 80s.
Yeah, and I like that. I like it. Do you guys real quick switching? Do you guys saw what happened in Brazil a couple weeks ago? Do you know? You don't know? So basically, they had a festival. I mean, Brazil's always having festivals, but this one particular festival, it was like a satanic festival.
What the heck? Really?
Like legit on the street, like
it was.
Wait, I think Shay, did you show me that?
Oh, yeah, it was the way I found out about it is my uncle walks into my office and he's like, those Brazilians are crazy.
Today?
No, not today. It was a couple days ago. I think it was last Friday. He's like, those Brazilians are crazy. And I was like, what they doing?
He said,
They're
what
playing
they doing?
soccer.
They're playing soccer, huh?
They play- and he was like, you haven't seen it? I was like, no. He was like, you're going to see it in the news in a couple of days. And then I just started seeing it like on my feed. And so apparently every year they have like this festival.
Oh, wait, it's a every
parade.
year type of thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's a parade in
Like a
Rio.
carnival? Carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like floats and stuff in Rio. But for some reason this year they felt like they wanted the artistic view to be that.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's not like a satanic thing. They just made it satanic this year. And so they were having all these big floats, and I guess their theme and their art this year was kind of like, they say it was like, stop making life so religious and like live like a world, like a carefree life, and that sin isn't kind of like a bad thing to like go down. Like if you commit sin, it's just you living life. It's not like you failing God or stuff like that. So that's kind of the message they wanted to present, which is just completely
Obviously
wrong.
not what it should be.
Completely wrong. But they like took it a step further, and the symbolism they used was like very bad, because they started with Garden of Eden float with like, it was like a big snake surrounding, and then there was like these two actors in the middle playing Adam and Eve, and they were dancing, but they were dancing like very provocatively.
Yeah. I can't even say it either.
So like they even started off bad, and then they had a bunch of like dark angel type stuff happening, and then the big float comes in, and it's just a big like statue of the devil. And then there's another one where this guy dressed up as Jesus is hung, like he's hanging off for like an hour. He was hanging onto like this float, like up in the air. And then they have the whole little like, I don't know if it was a dance or like a theatrical thing where one guy was playing Jesus and the other guy was playing the devil, and it was like
whipping him and
yeah,
stuff.
it was a fight between Jesus and the devil, except they made it to where Jesus lost and the devil won, and like the devil killed Jesus.
It was insane, bro. Like you see it,
Yeah, it
and
was
you know,
bad.
as a Christian, like at least I did. I got mad. I was
was
like,
disgusted.
I was disgusted by it.
Even dude, I've seen a lot of people who aren't religious, like like, so maybe a little too far.
Yeah.
I showed my mom, and I mean, obviously, you guys know my mom. My mom was blown, man. My mom was so mad.
Yeah, context. Daniel's mom is like one of those like prayer like
Like my mom was here at 3-4 in the morning.
She a prayer
like
warrior.
the group of ladies praying here, and it's hilarious because when on Sundays when Josh gets here at 5:45 to like start setting up, they're still here, but he's like, bro, they're not even praying no more. They're like drinking coffee and chilling and talking, bro.
They
But
pray
yeah.
for like an hour and then just chill in the
Yeah,
lobby.
but my mom, she's here. She's praying here every day. Shout out, ma.
She said, now with my Jesus.
But she was blown, bro. She was like, I was saying in Spanish. Yeah, she was like, ya vas a ver cómo le va a ir. La furia de Dios les va a caer, mom. And okay, my mom's not that Pentecostal, just something like she speaks is funny. So then I kept like looking through the news of it, and I saw that like the next few days after that, it was like a horrible like flood and like the streets.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's like Brazil's upside down. You guys saw that picture of the lightning that hit the big Jesus in Sao Paulo?
It was a couple of days before.
Yeah.
I think it was like 4 days before that festival.
So like Brazil just like turned upside down, bro. It's like it's bad. Which and like it like
Go through it.
forgive me what I'm about to say, and you know, obviously there's like people probably died that didn't have anything to do with that, but like respectfully, that's what you get if you're gonna be doing stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean the actor that was a hung version of Jesus, like he's like in the hospital, like hospitalized.
For what?
From that, like
What?
yeah, like his back is like thrown, and then it like hasn't been confirmed or anything. The hospitalized one, like that one's confirmed, like he's going through it. But then the other guy who played Jesus, who lost to the devil, apparently he got into a car accident, like going home after that,
In the hospital.
something like that. And yeah, and then like the day after, Brazil just gets hit with a flood and
Crazy.
a bunch of natural disasters happening there. They're going through it.
Yeah.
Jesus coming soon, bro.
Yeah, maybe don't mock God and Jesus, and
Dude, yeah, it's
that won't
insane.
happen.
Yeah, I remember growing up, like I would hear stuff about like, yeah, Jesus coming soon, and I'd be like,
Did you get scared?
I'd be super
I used to get
scared
scared too. I used
Now
to
I'm
get
like,
scared.
Jesus, come, please.
I mean,
So
I
I
got
try
I
to
got a
go
couple
up.
things I want
He's
to do
like-
before.
I got some stuff.
I got some stuff I want to do.
No,
before.
bro.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Like really, it just gets.
No, yeah, I remember when we used to be, Catholics, and whenever like a Christian person would come and talk to us about Jesus, I would be scared of John 3:16 because I didn't know what they meant, but that's what they would use to like try to like. I guess now I know evangelize you, but I would get scared, and they'll be like, Jesus is coming soon. I'm like, nah, chill, bro. I would get scared.
Hey, take your time, bro.
Don't be
Take
scared,
your time.
bro.
Take your time. But no, we are
No,
living
it's-
horrible times.
yeah.
Like, bro, it's
Like
not even
a couple months ago, the whole thing, like the Euphrates River, like starting to dry up.
it's bad. I saw a picture like 2 days ago, and it's bad, bro.
They even got plans on like rebuilding the temple in Jerusalem now. Like,
They've always had that. Yeah.
yeah.
So, bro, it's
What do
gonna
we
be
do?
like Jesus comes for his people and stuff's going down.
Yeah, but before that happens, go ahead and buy your merch. No, dude, yeah. Obviously, as Christians, we're excited for that. Obviously,
Yeah.
but just
Like what you were saying, you were like, I gotta do some stuff. But it's just like
I
you
gotta-
think about it, like
yeah.
being like in God's presence, like
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That has to be better
better.
than whatever earthly thing your heart desires.
100%. 100. I think, obviously, how do I say this? Obviously, as a human being right now, thinking about it, I'm like super excited. The thought of like seeing David, seeing Abraham, seeing all these guys, and like talking to them.
That's a question.
Shayla's
I got a
like-
couple questions
Shayla's
for
like,
you.
I'm gonna swing on Eve. when I
We're gonna
see
swing on Eve.
This your fault.
We here because of you. But obviously, like spending your life worshiping Jesus by faith because we don't see him. And then being in his presence, I think
Wait,
that's
do you guys?
it's a whole different
It's
level.
kind of a weird question now
Let
that
me start practicing.
you mentioned it. So you know how like the whole basis of what a religion is that like before Jesus you had to live like the most pure life to be able to get into heaven, right?
Isn't that like the Mormon practice?
Huh? What?
What practice is that you get saved just by good deeds?
By your
it-
works.
Yeah, I mean
your
it's
works.
Mormons. They just take
Oh.
the verse out of context. But no, like before Jesus, like it was like you didn't sin or else you didn't get into heaven or you didn't get to paradise. And then Jesus was like, no, like I'm the way to like even if you sin, you have your redemption, and like I'm the way through to get to heaven. So like, do you think like Adam and Eve are in heaven since they sinned?
That's a good question. I think. I mean, God did was like, I'm gonna kick you out, you out,
Yeah.
but like you could. I think you could still get into heaven. Like keep worshiping me, keep believing in me, just act right.
So what's the point of Jesus?
No. So because like the wages of sin are death, right?
Yeah.
Like something needs to die. That's why they would sacrifice like lambs that didn't have anything, and they would basically transfer their sin
Yeah.
Into the
into that,
lamb.
and then
The
they would
cows.
kill it. So that's why Jesus is like the lamb that was slain for us.
The slam.
So it's the same thing. Like that's why like Scripture doesn't contradict itself. That like
Yeah.
what was established back then as law, like Jesus came and fulfilled that law.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
That's what-
Jesus came
that's
to
what
change
I'm saying,
anything.
but it doesn't really speak into like what happened to them after.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
right.
able to tell you.
I think they are.
You think they
Think they
are?
are? I mean, I hope so. I hope so. Because my boy Adam, man, he ain't doing nothing, bro.
He's a victim.
He's a victim.
Yeah,
He's a
even like
victim.
the whole thing of like back in the Old Testament, like, all right, God is a God of love and all that, but he would like send people to go kill other people.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, all right, was God like
Destroying
loving?
like
And then we had
coincidence.
a teaching not too long ago where we were talking about that, but then like if God is the one who said that, like he's God. Like we're up to his like standard.
Yeah.
So like
he has
you
no,
can't
dude, yeah.
like it's not the same for us because we're not God. He's
Right.
God.
Yeah.
even then, like, dude, I mean, it talks about God. And yeah, God is a loving God, but God is a just God. And I mean, like, sometimes it is a little vengeful, but it's like, it's him.
I mean,
Yeah,
we've seen
like
it
this
happen
thing with
over and
Brazil.
over again.
Yeah,
Like this thing with Brazil, like
exactly.
like you gonna mess with God, it's like God is gonna show his wrath.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, it's not like that. Like that's his heart, because I'm sure that for a whole country of Brazil, like the gospel's being spread and people are hearing the news.
Yeah.
They just don't want it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I mean, like, I genuinely thought Brazil was like a very like Christian place, you know?
Yeah.
Because like there's this like these
Yeah.
big churches in Brazil, or even in my feed, like a lot of the times the
Yeah.
musicians that pop up, they're like Brazilian
can be very Pentecostal.
yeah, Brazilian church musicians and stuff like
They
that.
nasty, bro.
They are
bro.
they are crazy good.
They nasty.
Actually, like so you know like the Brazilian pastors that are coming here. Yeah. So they're in talks right to like start up like a Portuguese church, and then the pastor is like, well, like you know us Brazilians, we like good worship. And I was like, all right.
Oh, todos somos
Yeah.
brasileiros.
So it's like I don't know. I just kind of thought like they were very like Christian. Like I know Guatemala is a very Christian like nation. Like I mean they have like some Catholics and they have some like New Age atheists or whatever. But like overall, like Guatemalans are very like Christian.
Yeah.
Like even like Guatemala has like 5 mega churches and it's a small country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, dude, it's a very Christian country. So I thought like Brazil was like that too, because I'd always see a bunch of like Brazilian Christian people like on Instagram and
then
stuff.
you see this.
Yeah, and then you see like a whole festival just like full of.
Do you guys think if God didn't make that promise to Noah, he would have like restarted the earth a couple times since that he did? Probably, right? Probably.
He'll probably do it now. Yeah. Do you think we're like the world in general is like as bad as it was back then or not?
Yeah.
I think it's always I think so. It's
like
just different ways.
It says in scripture that like in the days of Noah, like that.
It was like that.
Yeah,
I think
it's like
so.
bad.
Honestly, I think it was kind of worse back then. Cause like like so bad. He's like, nah, bro, we just gonna start over.
He's
I
a
think
restart.
so,
That's what I'm
probably.
saying. But he made a promise.
Yeah,
so
but
that's what I'm
like
saying,
right now we're not like capturing angels and like raping them.
dude,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like,
even though you can't. But
okay, listen. Like this is how we show that. Yeah, we're actually.
Oh, you
Christians
think
and
they are
read
doing
our
that, but they
Bible.
aren't,
If
like-
you just read Genesis, bro. Like,
Are you
but
talking
read
about
it,
like the giants? and stuff?
yes, read Genesis and read it back to back 5 times, and you start to see how, like, the men of the earth, like, would like catch angels and would, like rape them.
Yeah.
well, they would try because
Well, yeah.
you can't. They're
Well, you know what I mean.
And they would have giants,
And
right?
they will have giants.
Yeah.
And like this, like I won't go too far into this because I want to study it more. But there's a verse in Genesis that throws me off that talks. If you read it, it says that there was more people in the Eden besides just Adam and Eve. So
there's
I'm gonna get into it. Then
I know there's a debate between like
if there was people there besides them.
Yeah, because they're like, where did like Cain and Abel go to?
Right.
When they would happen, because they're like direct sons of Adam and Eve, and even stuff like that. So there's a big debate between like pastors and stuff where it's like, were there more people, were there not?
And there's some verses that once they get thrown into earth, like the Bible divides the children of God and then the children of the earth.
Yeah.
So it's just we'll ask him when we get up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's cool to read stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think
What
we're
do you
as,
think?
I don't think we're as bad as they were back then.
You don't think so?
Because it was like, dude, back then it was like, yo, live the city because I'm about to destroy it. You know what I'm saying?
And don't look back of your
And
turn
don't
to
look
Saul.
back, yeah.
What she do?
She said,
She looked straight back.
Yeah, what you said?
That was Lot's wife, right?
Yeah.
I think so,
And then Lot walked away. He said, "Why?"
dude,
That is
no,
crazy.
I don't know, maybe. But I feel like if it was that bad, like, we'd probably hear it. Or you think they keep it, like, on the low?
I think it was bad, bro.
I think it was bad.
You think,
bro.
like, the like, the Illuminati and stuff, like, they be doing stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so.
You're talking about the Marvel Illuminati, right?
Oh, yeah.
Chill, we're gonna get canceled.
Chill.
The Matrix is watching, bro. I don't know, it's insane. But yeah,
It's bad.
we gotta be ready because honestly, the way things are, and it looks a lot like what who was it? Pablo wrote.
Paul, the Apostle Paul.
Yeah, like the end of times. Like, I think we're there, bro. It's just
We are there. Any moment
Just
can
wanna-
happen right now.
just want to do
I
something.
remember, when I was younger, I was like, I might be wrong because this happened. I thought about this when I was younger, and I haven't.
Did you have a lot of epiphanies when you were
I did,
little?
bro. My brain. But no, like most of the stuff would happen like in periods of like 2,000 years, right? Because it was like 2,000 years before Jesus was born. It was prophesied about the Messiah, and then 2,000 years later, Jesus is born, and then we in the 2000s after.
What's gonna happen when 2033 gets here?
Sure.
Shoot.
Oh, dude, that's 10 years from.
That's color. Yeah, dang. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, though, right?
It is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Have you guys ever like ran into a video of people that testify how they've been taken to hell and they explain what happens there? Have you guys? Do you guys believe in that?
I remember when I was little. I think I was at like a cellular or something, and then they played like this video testimony of someone that did happen.
Do you guys believe in that? Like Jesus takes people to like go see and testify about it?
I don't know. I just know it scares me.
I kind of do because I've like
I saw this meme. What? It was like, yeah, Jesus took me to hell. And then it was like a song by like Beyonce or something was playing the whole time. Oh my God. He was like, "It's not good down there." No, I was kidding.
I kind of do because I mean I've seen a couple of those videos and like it just like it just adds up. Like the things they see, it matches sometimes. So
yeah,
I don't know though.
Like the heaven ones.
Yeah, those two.
Was that one kid?
Oh yeah,
they made the movie about it.
Yeah.
What's that movie?
I don't know.
I forgot. I remember my dad, like, a year before they came out with that movie, like, gave me and Eli the book, and he was like, "I should read this." And then we were like, "We'll wait for the movie to come out."
I'm getting chills.
We were like, "We'll wait for the movie to come out," like as a joke, right? And then they make a movie about the book, and it was pretty funny.
I think there was this one video of this one person that said that Jesus took them to heaven, and he explains in this video how he saw like angels like running left and right quickly, like setting up tables, setting a lot of stuff. And then he said that it transitioned to like then heaven being like on pause, like there was no more movement. And then he asked Jesus, he said, "Hey, what happened?" And then Jesus was like, "Oh, they're done setting up." And then
What?
Chill. And then he said that Jesus showed him a clock that it was on 0 and it wouldn't move. And then the guy was like, "Why are you showing me this video?" And Jesus was like said something like, "Oh, I'm just showing like time's up. Like it could be any moment now." So when I saw that, I got chills.
Lord,
I said, "Here, Lord, it's me again."
Hi, God.
Hi, God, it's me again. But like stuff
you do
like
an altar
that,
call at home.
stuff like that just gets you thinking though. It could just happen at any moment, man. And that's why you gotta be in your best behavior.
Doesn't like Jesus not even know when?
The Bible says only the Father knows.
Yeah, right. He just sitting there.
But then
waiting.
Jesus is the Father, so
think about it.
Jesus is the Father and Holy Spirit is 3. And I'm just kidding. Obviously, that's what it is, but it's something we won't comprehend. But yeah, that's crazy. The Bible says only the Father knows, and Jesus is interceding for us. Which you remember, we were talking about this once. We came to the conclusion that God the Father, like he has he's angry, like if he wants to like start Earth over like he did before, like he'll do it. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, so it's really Jesus the one that's up there,
Yeah, like wait,
chill, because
like there's more people that need to know me, and
it's cool.
I think I saw a story about that or something. I remember like a Facebook post or something like that.
Facebook.
He click share.
Click share. Arrepiéntense.
Click share if you follow Jesus. Ignore
the arm wrestle one.
Yeah, but let me. Well, yeah, I know with the bodybuilders.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, if you're watching this and you're a Christian, make sure your life is put together, man.
Just follow Jesus.
And if you're not a Christian and you're seeing this, Jesus has a plan for you, and He's trying to welcome you home. So don't be afraid.
Dude, I remember like growing up. I think I was at church, but I didn't start following Jesus till like I was like maybe
like you would just go to
like
church.
13. Yeah, like it was like my parents would just take me. Yeah. But like,
quick question: have your parents always been Christian?
No. So my mom was Christian when my dad moved to the United States. My mom and I stayed at Chile.
Oh, okay.
And that's when she like fell in love with Jesus. And then when she came here, and then my dad. Do you guys know this?
Talking to Jesus.
Dude, this is like the craziest. Shayla knows this story, right? Yeah, she knows. So like my mom would go to a church. I would go to a church with like some friends from my neighborhood. So my dad would take my mom to her church, me to a different church with my friends, and my dad wouldn't go to church. But then one day we went to like a Mexican store. Like, bro, we were in Chambly.
Let's call it La Jalisco. Let's call it La Jalisco.
Yeah, or like a burrito. You ever seen a burrito?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a burrito like in Chambly Tucker. Bro, I remember like this, like it was yesterday. So we walk in like late at night, like 9 p.m. Store's about to close. were like checking out, and these guys with like some guns walk into the store. Have I ever told you guys the story?
No.
Yeah, I never.
No.
Shay, you know the story, right? Okay, yeah. So yeah, they.
So.
So yeah, they walk in and they're going like, rob the store. So they grab everybody from the store, take them to the back. My dad's bald and like kind of pale, so they thought he was like the owner of the store. And then they were like, "Where's the safe? Where's the safe?" And like pointing guns at my dad and everything. It was like, I remember, bro, it was like a movie. And then, like they robbed everybody in the store except my dad. And I remember that my dad tells me now, like he said that he like made a prayer to God, like, God, if you like save me from this, like I'll follow you for the rest of my life. So my dad goes to church now and stuff. I guess that was just the way that like God like kind of like solidified his faith. Because my mom would tell me that she would pray for my dad, that like God would like like
sure.
he would accept like Christ in his heart, but like that God would please like not harm him, Because sometimes it sucks, but like there comes to a moment that like we're like to the floor, and then that's when we're like, all right, God, like I'm here to like surrender my life to you. So that was her prayer. It was like, God, do something that stirs his heart, but then don't let anything bad happen to him.
God and Jesus present to themselves to people like in different ways, because a lot of like the people who don't believe always think it's like, oh, I'm gonna see him. Right. It's like, no, dude. God might present himself to you in like a sickness, where it's like you get sick, so you realize who I am.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, because it's like your mom was praying for your dad, and the way God presented to himself to your dad was that night, saving you.
So you would have been perfect last podcast when Jose asked, have you guys gotten mugged before?
Oh yeah,
you guys didn't have any.
So you have gotten.
He said you ever gotten mugged?
Oh yeah. Oh, you have. It comes out like.
Then
on
it's
our
still from
time
us, bro.
today.
We got mugged.
You'll see it.
Dude, it's so funny because he's like, Jose, have you ever gotten mugged? And he's like, no, because he was talking about how like Guatemala it's super dangerous and everything, and here it's not. And we're like, no, dude, in Atlanta they be mugging people. Like you walking down the street, like in the fancy neighborhood, you get mugged.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, my aunt would always. And then Daniel goes, did your aunt always mug you? He's like, yeah, bro, all the time.
Oh man,
you'll see it.
No,
bro.
but yeah,
it was funny.
It was funny.
That's hilarious. We got anything else right there?
Yeah, I guess we weren't done talking about settled, but going back to settled, that was the first song we translated because we wrote that one. Settled is tu amor.
But it's not called that anymore.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert to the fact that our English EP drops this month, March 24th.
Next Friday.
When this video comes out.
Yeah, next Friday.
That's that Friday?
Yeah.
Shoot.
No, it's not that. It's next Friday.
Friday after?
This comes out the 15th, so the Friday after.
Oh, yeah, guys. English EP comes out, guys. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. I think translating was fun because we're like, would this work? Nope. Would this work? Nope. That works. And then we go, shoo, a couple of times.
We'd have to like sing it back like twice.
Yeah, we had the Spanish lyrics right here and the English lyrics right here. But I think it worked out pretty well. I think it worked out good when we started getting like the mixes back and we were hearing him. He texted me. He was like, "Bro," I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "I just really like edits in English, bro."
You like it?
Yeah, he
really?
liked it.
I think it sounds a little cheesy.
A little bit.
Yeah,
it's fine, bro.
No, it's good. I was with Oswald when we did Just Leads, right? And I was like, yo, these sound a little weird in English because I'm so used to them in Spanish.
Yeah. Which song?
Big time.
All of them, dude. All of them.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they like, I don't know. Cheesy stuff just sounds better in Spanish just because it doesn't sound as cheesy.
Because it's a love
Or maybe
language.
it's just me because like my brain defaults to English and everything's in English.
Do you think in Spanish or in English?
I think in English.
Do you think in Spanish or in English?
I think in English too.
You think in English?
But wait, do you guys have like inner monologues?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, yeah, because some people don't.
How do you think I get things done, bro?
Some people don't, dude. Some people don't have like the little voice in your head talking. Some people like think because like
Jose
when I
likes
think
to talk out loud to himself.
Yeah, no, but some people like I think about something and I think about it like I describe it in my head and then I picture it. Some people just picture it.
I've caught myself thinking both in Spanish and English, so I don't know. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like people don't think.
Oh, like to yourself and like talk to yourself in your head? Oh.
No, people like there's two ways humans think. One way is an inner monologue, like someone is in your head talking to you.
Right.
Some people don't have that. Some people just think. Like,
Really?
they just picture stuff. It's like if I tell you, like, picture, yourself walking up to your office right now. Like, some people in their inner monologue, it's like talking to themselves. It's like, okay, I'm walking up the stairs, blah, blah, this.
Yeah.
Some people just think, boom.
I don't know what I am.
Do you talk to yourself?
I mean, like, am I like, all right, like, what do I have to get done? All right, I'm gonna do this. I guess, does that count?
I guess. I don't know.
As long as you don't say it out loud, I think.
You gotta research it. No, but some people, like, legit don't have, like, an inner monologue.
Is it kind of like when Daniel says bless you and thank you?
Oh, that's just a joke, though.
No, it's because it's a meme.
I'll sneeze and I'll go, achoo, bless you, thank you. But it comes from a meme, and now it's just habit.
No, just, yeah.
Besides, I'll sneeze in front of Josh, and he never says bless you, so I gotta bless myself.
Why are you so rude, bro?
My fault.
Check your heart. Now I'm blown.
My fault.
Yeah.
Check your heart.
Oh yeah. So yeah, guys, March 24th, English EP.
Yeah. Anyway, they were just sounding cheesy, and I was like, dang, bro, like, maybe we need to revisit these translations. And then
bro, it's fine.
Yeah, and then we got to 1971, and dude, like, with everybody there, it just sounded like, I don't know, it just sounded better.
It's a studio.
Like,
yeah, it's not cheesy.
No, they do sound good. And then, on the way up, because the mixes were coming in that weekend, I wasn't here. And so on the plane ride up there, I downloaded them, and I was just listening to them. And I was like, these are good. I listened to the Spanish versions, and I listened to the English ones, and I was like, nah, they're good.
Now we can have all your friends not confused anymore.
I hit them.
I love how much they support us, though. Even though they don't understand what those songs talk about. But they're about to.
That was funny, because Cello works, for those who don't know, Cello works at a church here called 12 Stone. It's an American church. And everybody else goes to a Hispanic church. So when we were making music, we were like, well, most of us go to Hispanic church. Let's just do Spanish first. And then Cello's people started, like, supporting and everything. And I was like, I asked Cello, I was like, dude, they know, like, these songs are coming out in Spanish, right? Like, they won't understand them, right? It was really funny. He was like, yeah, they'll
but they've been great supporting. One of your friends, the first weekend we started selling merch, drove here.
Yeah.
Bought a bunch of shirts.
So confused. She was just walking around.
Yeah, I know. Christina, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
She serves on the worship team there.
And
yeah,
she bought a bunch of
Sunday. So, like, I'm on the worship team that Sunday. And, like, she's like, hey, Marcelo. She has, like, the shirt on. I'm like, what?
Marcelo was like, how'd you get that? But, yeah, we really appreciate all the support. We really do.
They're excited because, I mean, I'm telling them that, like, all the stuff that we're writing now is in English and stuff. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
We got to translate those.
Let's get them all first. Let's get them all first.
Nah, yeah, we got to work on those.
Yeah,
we work on all those.
We're working.
Yeah. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have a question.
I don't know. I forgot. So go ahead.
No. Okay. So, question is right. It's 3 a.m. You go into a gas station. What are you getting?
What am I getting? Easy. Mango, Arizona.
Just that?
Maybe like the big Rice Krispie.
Are they still $1 though?
They're like 129 or something.
Yeah, they're like 129 now.
Yeah,
they tax it. They even like switched the graphic on the can.
Jesus is definitely coming soon. For me, 3 a.m. I'm gonna get a hummus, mango one. I'm gonna get a mango hummus. I'm gonna buy some Mexican chips, Chipotle Fritos and Doritos, the red bag.
Chipotle Fritos.
It's a Mexican.
Wait, 3 bag of chips?
Chipotle Fritos and the Doritos.
It's mixed?
No, like 2 bags.
Doritos.
Oh, wait, did you say Mexican chips?
Yeah.
Those are Mexican chips?
You're talking about the green Doritos that look like Takis?
No. Like actual Mexican like chips. Like it doesn't say Fritos, it says fritos
Like
de Chipotle. Huh?
Sabritas?
Sabritas.
All right.
You dang. I'm forgetting my
That's
roots.
just like the Mexican Lays.
Then I'm going to get home. I'm going to open those bags up, get a big bowl, dump them in there, put a little bit of tahini, cut a lime in half, spray it, put some salsa Valentina, shake it up, go to my room, put, I don't know, HBO, Netflix or something on, rub my belly a couple times, and say, "Yo, this is good," and then
Say
start eating it.
rub-a-dub-dub.
And then wake up the next day regretting it
And then wake up the next day regretting it.
with your hand, with your fingers all red.
All red. My nephews, every time I see them and like they know I ate chips because they look at my fingers and they're like,
all
"Were you
red.
eating chips?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was eating chips." And they were like, "Why don't you get me none?" Quick funny story. Jerry got suspended, but
From school?
yeah,
What you be doing?
he pulled one of his friends' pants down. He pants.
That's hilarious.
He's at my house right now. But anyway,
Do you not have
What about
spring break?
I guess not.
No.
Yeah.
He get 2
What
weeks
about you?
now.
3 a.m. gas station.
Damn,
He getting a Coke.
Coke.
He getting Coke or a Coke?
No,
He
dude.
getting a Coke and then a Coke from the guy outside.
I had a Guatemalan Coke the other day. It's in the
Guatemalan
glass.
Coke?
Yeah, it's like in the glass. It's like the same thing as the Mexican Coke, except it was
Was it
made
good?
of
Was it good?
Guatemala. Yeah, it was good.
All right, so what are you getting?
It's no American Coke. No, just kidding. What am I getting? I don't know. 'Cause
You're definitely getting candy.
I'm not a big snack guy. Like I don't look at a bag of chips and I'm like, yo, I want chips. Like Daniel. Like Daniel looks at chips and he's like,
Anytime
I
we
want chips.
travel, I'm like, Josh, we gotta
Yeah,
go
like,
to the gas
when
station.
we-
I need
yeah,
some
when we
chips.
go to the gas station, I'm like, dude, I'm looking at the chips.
Wait, so in Dallas we getting chips for the Airbnb?
Yeah.
You ever had chips with Valentina and stuff?
I don't like Valentina.
No, but it's I don't either. But like it actually is kind of good.
It is.
I don't
I
like-
got him into that.
I only like regular Lay's, bro.
Like the original.
Yes, or like the
Those
wavy
in a
ones.
sandwich.
With the dip.
After,
that
after
dip
being
is-
at the pool for a while.
That dip is good. Did you like that dip? Jose's mom's dip. Yeah, right.
It was good.
I don't even like ranch.
You're not getting anything then?
No, I am. Okay, so I'm gonna get a brisk lemon tea. Right, I got one in my office right now. I'm gonna drink that.
We still got like an hour before we leave.
What else am I getting?
Well, you always get candy.
I do. I enjoy candy. Right now, nerd clusters. These like nerd gummy clusters.
Those are good.
Those have been. Yeah. If it's like Quick I'll probably get like a tequila with some.
Last time Josh did this, like late night gas station. We were in Virginia. He grabbed Liquid Death and some Smarties.
But it wasn't just any Smarties. It was like a giant
big
Smartie.
one.
Like
He
each
wouldn't-
Smartie was
He
this
wouldn't
big.
shut up about eating them, and he was like, "Here, Daniel, try one."
No, they were
Try one.
good.
It was like 2 a.m. Try one, bro. It's good. And then an hour later, I'm like half asleep, and then I hear this man get up. I hear the bathroom turn open, and then the light turn on. You know, little thing. It turns on. Then I hear.
It's over.
And this man just started throwing up, bro. And then he didn't know this, but I was awake at the time, and I was just laughing. I could have gone to help him, but I was just laughing. And then he comes back. He comes back to the room, and then I'm just like pretending to be asleep, and this man is just on the side of the bed.
If he starts coughing, it's over.
And then the next day I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and like the toilet has like throw up around it, and like even in the sink, and I'm like, what
It was
happened?
everywhere. It was everywhere. No, listen. Okay, there are a lot of reasons I threw up that night. One, I think I was just getting over a cold, and I hate when mucus gets stuck in my throat because
that'll do it.
It just disgusts me. Like
What they
it's
say.
literally nasty.
Sometimes I'll swallow my mucus and I can't spit it
Alright,
out.
No, but it's like it's like stuck there, and like the only way to get it out is you just gotta throw up, right? And also like Liquid Death, it looked cool, but
Which one did you get?
The white one.
The regular,
The black hand one?
No, that's the sparkling water one. I got the
The
regular
white
water, the white can.
White can.
I never had that one.
It's just regular water.
It's just water, bro.
I've
in a
only
can.
got the black can or the green can.
Which one's the sparkling one?
Those two are sparkling.
My fault.
Probably why you throw up.
No, I didn't like it. Like it didn't taste good. Like I didn't
Cool
like
can though.
It is a cool can. And then I had the big Smarties, and those type of candies, like you eat a lot of them, they destroy your tongue, right? So then that, and then they had Fiji for us, and I don't like Fiji. Fiji's nasty. So I drank water I didn't like. The mucus was in my throat. My tongue was going through it, and then I had to get up, drink the the Fiji, and I think the Fiji is what really did it for me because it was like I was already disgusted, and then I drink the Fiji, and I was like, yo, this isn't good. And then I run to the restroom, and it wasn't like a projectile vomit. It was like it was coming out already as I was tilting down to the toilet. And so it was just because of that, it was like getting slingshot.
Yeah. So
And it was
that'll do it. Mom needs my help. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. Episode 5. Friends first.
Bandmates second.
What was it?
Because it was like, do I press play? And everybody was like, no, press record.
Ready?
Yeah.